Fabulous. How are you? Peter Ferragine is here with us today. How are you, my friend?
Very good.
Good.
Thank you
Nice
very
to
much.
see you. Thank you
Nice
so
to
much
see
for
you.
being on. Now, you brought all this, and I totally lied to Simcoe County saying I planted everything. You did all this.
I did this.
And your team.
We did.
Your massive team over
Yeah.
there at the greenhouse.
Not so massive.
Not so
There's
massive. Well,
small family business.
I was going to say, that's what's great about Ferragine. You walk in, and it's a kind of family feel to it, right? And everybody knows everything about plants and beyond, to say the least, right?
Yeah, a lot of people do. They want to, right? There's quite a bit to know about them, that's for sure.
For sure. No, it's obviously our fall season, so we did all our work in the spring, right? And everybody got lazy because they just let their summer thing happen. And,
hey,
and,
people go to the cottages. They
right?
enjoy the cottages,
They
right?
took a bit off from their landscaping. But now it's fall. So what are people doing?
Well, things right now, because of the cool weather overnight, like things have been starting to look a little tired. Things don't look as nice and as vibrant as they did.
Right.
People aren't going to the cottages as much anymore, right? Unless you want to freeze in the water.
No.
So now what they're doing is they're putting out some new color for the fall, so that they can spruce up their house again, and it looks great for Thanksgiving and such, especially when you have family over. You want your place to look amazing, like you did it yourself.
Well, as you said, there are different colors obviously embraced for fall, which is good, but that's okay. It's a good thing, isn't it? That the darker colors are a good thing. The rich colors are.
People get scared sometimes.
I wonder, the big vibrant. You have a vibrant yellow here.
That's what you go with. You can go with the yellows. You can go with hot pinks. Mums come in hot pinks and purples. But as soon as people start seeing the rusty bronzes and dark reds, they start freaking out because they know that the weather's getting cool and
I think that's probably more what's associated. I can't go to the cottage anymore.
Exactly.
But embrace fall. Have fun with it.
Oh, for sure.
And we're going to talk a bit, and I know Jen's going to do things. She may rip apart some plants.
I'm kind of worried about that. I saw Jen.
You stop her from doing that kind of stuff.
That's okay. She can have fun, right? That's what gardening is. It's a hobby. You got to have fun with it. You can't get frustrated by it, right?
Now, do you have people coming in like myself who are like, you know what? I want something extremely low maintenance.
Oh yeah.
That's just all the time.
Oh yeah.
More often than not.
More often than not.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are like, I want to throw something in my garden. I never want to touch it again. It's like, well, there's low maintenance, but there's not no maintenance. There's always something to do.
So is there something in the fall then that, for someone like me who would walk into the greenhouse and go, you know what, I want the front of my house to look beautiful. What type of, plant would I use or flower would I use?
A lot of the fall stuff is really, really easy to take care of. Because the weather right now is a lot cooler, it doesn't require as much watering. So you're not basing your schedule getting out there to give it a shot of water.
Right.
So during the nights, they're not going to be drinking up too much because it's not that hot, the weather. So you're going to have mums, you're going to have cabbage. They love the cool weather.
Now, it's interesting. You're saying cabbage. Because, usually that's a salad or something.
Flowering cabbage.
But it's an actual flower, and it's got a lovely purple that's happening in there.
There is. Yeah, it actually, the head will open up more and you'll get a lot more color out of it.
Really?
I mean, they are edible. However, I wouldn't really recommend it because they're not exactly the tastiest thing in the world.
I was going to say, they're more for decoration in this case.
Exactly.
Now, I know obviously you brought planters and pots kind of thing, obviously, for us today.
Yep.
But do these all go into the ground, or do you recommend that they stay in the pots?
It's completely up to you. I mean, a lot of people can put it in their garden if their garden is looking empty, or you can just leave it on your doorstep, right? I mean, if you want to have something in a pot, easy to take care of.
Right.
But these are actually perennials. Fall mums are perennials. So if you planted it in the garden, it will come back the following year.
Right. And I noticed we have some bee friends.
Yeah, the bees tend to like flowers, but that's a big bee, so leave him alone.
Leave it. Don't touch him.
Yeah.
Don't arm wrestle him.
Same with the honeybees. You don't want to touch those guys. They're going extinct, eh?
But that's what's great about, helping the bees is a good thing because they help us in return.
Exactly.
In the wonderful circle of life.
Well,
Peter, we're going to have some fun with it. Don't let Jen rip apart too many things.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, she's very demanding at times.
I can't promise anything. She's the host of the show.
We'll see how it goes. Stay with us on Daytime. We'll be right back.